Home Care Breakthrough Solutions Revenue Accelerator Program. Hi everyone, it's Greg MAZZA and welcome to another episode of the Revenue Accelerator Program. So I've actually got a question for you. What is one client worth to your business, right? And it's a good question to ask. And what I'm referring to is actually the lifetime value of a client. One of the things, for those of you that have ever been to one of my events, or especially the last one, I started talking about like the multiplier effect. What is the difference between companies that are doing X amount in revenue versus companies that are X plus 10 or 20%? So I pulled up some data from the last Home Care Pulse. Well, it might have been the 2018 edition, but I pulled up data about the lifetime value of a client. Hey, what's up everyone? And so I'm trying to do Facebook Live and recording at the same time. So it's pretty interesting how I'm doing this. But the point is that when you understand the lifetime value of a client and you start to make incremental improvements in your business, a lot of people think I need this big thing to happen, right? I need this big thing to happen in order to experience growth. And the reality is that if you start to make incremental improvements in your business, what will happen is if you have like a 3%, 4% increase in one area, like your conversions, or a 5% increase in the number of referrals that you're getting, yeah, I know, or 5% increase in the lifetime value of a client, what happens is that the incremental growth is exponential, right? It's not 1 + 1 + 1 = 3. It's like 1 + 1 + 1 = 10 or 20. Hey everyone. So there's this substantial, and I can show you numbers. I can't post the chart on here, but those of you that were at the last live event, you saw like these incremental changes make such a significant difference in your business. And one of the areas we focused on was actually the lifetime value of a client, where we talked about it. It's on the multiplier chart. We're gonna go over this at the live event because this is such an important piece to the puzzle. All right, when I looked at the Home Care Pulse data, the average client is worth, for average producers, it's worth around I want to say it was like $7,300, okay? I think the average length of stay was somewhere, the median was somewhere between around 9 months, prospectively, right? Now with the leaders are the top producers in the industry, and their lifetime value of a client is worth about $12,300. So do the math, right? Between $12,300 and about $7,300, something close to that. It's substantial. It's like $4,800. I can get you the exact numbers, but if you take that number, right, and you start to implement strategies and tactics that will help you increase the lifetime value of a client, what happens is that it's a substantial increase. Like if you don't change anything else and you just increase the lifetime value of a client, let's say you have 100 clients and you got the lifetime value similar to what the leaders are doing, that's almost $480,000 in revenue to your business, okay? $480,000 in revenue to your business, assuming you have 100 clients. I realize people watching, some of you have more, some of you have less, but the reality is that when you get to that place where you can increase the lifetime value, your profit goes up. And there's a lot of different pieces that go into this, all right? There's a lot of different pieces. One of them is your net promoter score, right? That is, assuming you do surveys, how likely is someone to refer you business, or to refer you and your business to friends and family, okay? So the problem is, and some of you guys may have experienced this already, how many of you on here watching right now, hey Joy, Quinn, Melissa, like how many of you have had a client call you up and say, hey, I was with another provider, but this happened, that happened, we weren't happy, and we're looking, right? Most of you that have been in this business for a while have had that happen at least once. For us, it happened a lot, right? Now, I'm not gonna sit here and say we were absolutely perfect, like we never made a mistake, I never had a client leave me, because that's not true, that's not accurate. However, with our client feedback scores, I know that our scores were good because we had that feedback loop. So what I really want you to get out of this video is understand the importance, one, of customer service, right? And then setting up systems, having systems in place so that you can increase the lifetime value of a client, okay? How many of you would like to see, just by increasing the lifetime value of your client, would like to see a $480,000 increase in your business, right? My point is that there's strategies and tactics that you guys can implement. And you really need to pay attention to, one, because it's the right thing to do, how you're servicing your clients, but you also have to have the right systems in place, okay? So we're gonna go over this at the live event for those of you that are coming. For those of you that haven't signed up yet, make sure you do before the early bird special ends. But my point is that if this is something like, hey, if I pick up like a couple ideas that actually are going to work for my business, you're gonna start to see that lifetime value creeping up, and get to the point where the leaders are. So this way, you make that incremental improvement in your business with some of the other strategies that you're gonna learn at the event, and you start to see this incremental growth, and you're like, you know, it doesn't seem like it's anything huge, but when you start to look at the bottom line, it actually is big because of the power of the multiplier effect. All right, so that's all I want to share today. Hope you guys are coming. I hope you get something out of this, because you have to pay attention to it, right? This is a number that you can pull data on with your business. I'm sure your software allows you to do it, but make sure you're paying attention to the lifetime value of your clients and looking for ways to incrementally improve that. And you're gonna start to see these bigger changes in your business, all right? Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.